are you, Anthony?
I'm doing very well, man. How you doing?
I am doing just fine. Let's start with the play that we just heard, the Hail Mary attempt. That was you that knocked it down, correct, Anthony Barr?
Yeah, no, I was involved in that play. It was kind of crazy. I thought the time had ran out on the clock, and then once I saw that they let the play go, I just ran right to the goal line and made a play on the ball.
Yeah, and then Xavier Rhodes came up over the top too. Is that something that you were prepped for after having seen with the rest of the world what Aaron Rodgers did to the Lions earlier in the year?
Well, we practice that every week. That play and that formation, but it was kind of like a broken play almost because we weren't really lined up right. So we weren't like in our right. I wasn't on my right man to start, and then once I saw him get out of the pocket, I went right to my guy and was able to make a play on the ball.
So what is the atmosphere like in your facility right now before a big playoff game against the Seattle Seahawks? Walk me through how the team is just feeling right now.
Yeah, no, I think guys are really focused. Obviously, very focused and very confident. And I think we're starting to get hot at the right time, and starting to get some guys back and healthy, and starting to click on all facets of the game. So hopefully we can go out there and put up the foot forward next week.
Right, and then there's the Seattle Seahawks coming back into your house. What happened with you in that game when you played 11 snaps, Anthony?
Yeah, no, I tweaked had a little groin tweak early in the game, and I just wasn't able to finish, and that set me out the next couple of games because of that. So it was frustrating not being out there. I thought the guys played hard. It was just it didn't execute, and they beat us pretty bad. So I think we're all looking forward to this rematch.
You have seen the forecast for Sunday, correct?
Yeah, very cold. It's gonna be very cold, but I think that plays in our favor a little bit.
Yeah, well, I mean, it seems the temperature could be 0. There could be no degrees.
Oh yeah, it could be negative. That's a possibility also.
No, I know that. I'm from the East Coast. Now I've been out here in the left coast where you spent your whole life. 50 degrees, I got to put on a sweater. I'm not lying. 60 degrees sometimes. What's your adjustment level to playing in this atmosphere?
I think it's once the game starts, it's gonna be all mental. Really, you're gonna be locked in and focused. Obviously, the cold will be a factor, but I think if your mindset is such, it won't affect you. So. I know I'll be all right. I think the guys around will be okay, and I think our team will be all right.
You going with sleeves? You going with sleeves?
No sleeves. A lot of warm skin though. I'll definitely lather myself in that.
Okay.
But no sleeves. I always rock my one sleeve on my right arm, so I'll keep that one on.
I mean, is that a violation of some sort of defensive code violation if you wear sleeves on a day like that from your position?
No, I think you want to try to stick to your routine and stick to what you're used to. You can't let weather kind of panic you. You want to stick to what you're doing.
No, but I mean, it's 0 degrees. I would sit there watching you, and I would say, "Wow, that's not." I would say, "Wow, Anthony Barr's wearing sleeves. The Seahawks are going to steamroll him."
No, I mean, the playoff game. I think the temperature is really the last thing on our minds. So we'll be all right.
Okay, so you go sleeveless, but you still got to put you're not going to go shorts. Just you can't do that. That'd be a uniform violation.
No, tights for sure, tights, and. Maybe some toe warmers because that also sucks. Toes are really the worst part. Toes and fingers,
It's the feet. That's what you're saying. Look, Anthony, I would love to tell your story a little bit here. First of all, being a Michigan man, I fully respect you saying no to Notre Dame, and I understand what happens with your family. But your whole family are Notre Dame people, correct?
Yeah, through from the top down. So I kind of branched off a little bit, got shunned for a little bit, but they let me come back in. So it worked out. Well,
I mean, I noticed you definitely didn't choose USC when you chose.
Yeah, that was absolute no. That was never gonna happen. So they said UCLA was okay. So no, like I said, it worked out.
Okay, so you stayed in Southern California, but you were not playing defense when you went to UCLA, correct?
Right. No, I started playing offense. Really, my whole life I played offense. Never really played defense. Like scoring touchdowns and all that good stuff that comes with it. I just kept growing, man. I kept growing, getting bigger and bigger. 6'5" was pretty tall to be a running back. So switched to defense, and the rest is history.
So what was what was your first defensive snap? What was that like for you?
That was interesting. I think actually my first one had a broken finger or something, so I was in a cast. My first game, so that wasn't that sweet. But that was my first memory here, having a broken hand playing my first defensive snap. I think we were at Rice, so that was pretty cool.
And was that 2013?
2013, yeah, I think that's when it was. So not too long ago.
I mean, it's ridiculous. And you're now one of the best linebackers in the NFL. Did you ever sit back and think, how in the world did this happen to my football playing career?
Yeah, sometimes I do, and it's funny how it all works out. And then it's just a lot of focus and hard work and determination, all the cliche words, but that's really what it was. And I think my mentality through it all has helped me, and obviously the people around me, my family, and my coaches and my teammates have all played a big part in my success. So it's been pretty cool journey so far.
So tell me, be honest with me, Anthony Barr, have you ever given Adrian Peterson advice on how to run the football based on your history?
Nope, I don't. I don't step into that lane. I know defense. He knows running the ball. With people like that, I think he's doing all right.
Yeah, and you can break your hand shaking his, correct?
Oh yeah, he's the strongest hands in the world. Doesn't make sense.
I mean, I shook his hand, I think, at the combine.
Have you?
Years ago. And it felt like, when they put the cuff on you for blood pressure to take?
Right.
I felt my pulse.
Start losing blood, yeah. No, it's pretty ridiculous. I don't know how or why, but dude's a freak.
Well, what is it like having him as a teammate, Anthony?
It's a lot of fun. He's actually a really funny guy. We eat lunch together all the time, usually, Wednesdays and Thursdays. And, he just likes to have fun. He likes listening to music and joke around, and he's a good guy. I like him on my team.
And who's the toughest guy you've had to cover in the league? Because you've been dropping in coverage too, Anthony. This is not just you putting your fingers in the dirt.
Oh, no doubt. Phil Riddick, in the slot. The running back from the Lions. He's unguardable in the slot.
He is unguardable in the slot. What about tight ends? Gronk, Jimmy Graham? Who's you had?
I played both of them last year, but I didn't really get covering much. But obviously Gronk's the obvious choice. He's the best hand in the game.
Okay, that's where you're going to go with that one. But Theo Riddick is the one that's the one that's been the most troublesome.
Yeah, gives nightmares, trying to guard that guy in the slot. So.
Okay. Is there any message you want me to give Maurice Jones-Drew at the NFL Network before I let you go?
Joe. No, tell him what's up. How's he doing, man? You doing all right?
Yeah, he is. He plays a lot of video games now.
Does he? He's playing a lot of video games.
He's part of the paparazzi now.
Yeah, I know. Tell him what's up.
Okay, I will do that. Anthony, thanks for coming on. I look forward to the next time, okay?
All right, man, appreciate it.
You bet. That's Anthony Barr.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern. On Audience.